Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on a special Sunday night live stream, live from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. We'll talk about Bitcoin, we'll talk about the news, we'll talk about altcoins. I'm going to move some crypto around for you guys and play around with some wallets so you can see how things work in real time. And as always, I will do my best to get to your questions and see if we can't solve your problems here live. So let's get started. Hello, so welcome everybody. I'm here again with the rig, the Bitcoin logo, and the gaming monitor in the background. Been playing around with the lights on the rig today. Got some auto config running right now, but I spared my keyboard so that I could see it. Kind of getting a little finicky in my old age, and sometimes when I'm doing something cool with the lighting, the keyboard's flickering and it's like hard to see the keys. So anyway, I got a nice static blue for the keys so I can see what I'm doing. I solved my disconnect reconnect issue. Curiously enough, it turned out to be a software issue. And I had done all my updates in OBS Studio, but I had not tried a complete clean install, which means deleting your all of your preferences. And deleting your preferences means that you have to redo all of your scenes and your cameras and all that stuff. But it was worth it to get rid of that issue. And thank goodness. I'm been holding my breath, but I feel like I've fixed that issue. So thanks, guys, for hanging in there with me. Thanks for coming on Sunday. It was my daughter's birthday last night. And she wanted to go to Red Robin. So we went out to Red Robin, had a great time, had a really good burger. And she had cake and presents here at home, so we had a great time. So once again, thanks for joining me on Sunday. I've got my laptop over here just in case things go awry, but it looks like we're doing good. Let's go over to the main screen, and I'll greet everyone here. Let's see. Let's do this one. And this one. There we go. I can switch the cameras around if I want to. And so Treb3 is here, Mustafa Lam with his emojis in tow, Mr. Miski, Frank Rodriguez, Amsterdam, Holland, Dave Flowers, Kajo, thanks for being here again. Another repeat viewer, Dave Flowers, as always. Dan is here tonight. Thank you very much for being here tonight, Dan. I appreciate it. Barbara K is here. That's great. Goofball is here with a question. Oh, Amsterdam, Holland is making sandwiches. Gotta love sandwiches. Can you explain how to adjust the purchase price in Koinly? After uploading, I have a lot of missing cost information. Unfortunately, I don't have a Koinly account set up, so it'll be a little difficult for me to go in there and play around. And plus, I've never done it before. So I don't have a set answer for you on that. Although I know all of the tax services like Cointracker and Koinly and CoinLedger all have manual settings for putting in a specific purchase price. There's a special term for the tax guy calls it. I don't know what they call it, but whatever it's called, the something price that you pay when you buy an asset. Because right now cryptocurrency is covered under property laws. So they're just like commodities. If you bought frozen concentrated orange juice or pork bellies or stocks or bonds, you have like an initial price and you have a sale price. And those are the only thing really that the IRS cares about. But sometimes when you set up a lot of your accounts and your wallets, things get a little hazy with the auto software, and there's a missing wallet transaction or something like that, and there's no price basis for some of your trades. So generally you click right on the trade itself, and there's usually a pull down where you can adjust your settings, and you can change it from like a transfer to an airdrop or a purchase, and you can put in the purchase manually, the price. So yeah, I'm sorry I don't have that right in front of me to do for you. But I'm sure if you poke around in the software, like right on the trade or right in the transaction, there's a pull down somewhere that'll allow you to do that. So once again, thanks for being here on a Sunday night. Where'd my mouse go? Okay, there it is. Let's go ahead and jump into the news. And before I do, I will just let you guys know that up in the down in the description below the video, there's a little itinerary of stuff I want to get done tonight, if possible. There's a bunch of cool affiliate links. If you're interested in any of these products or services, I would appreciate you using my affiliate links. And thank you for all the people that have in the past. I always appreciate that. And I've got all the news stories that I'm going to talk about linked down here below. If you want to read at your leisure with a little more detail, I've got the links there for you. So without further ado, let's jump in. Now this story was on Friday morning actually, and it's Sunday, but things haven't really changed much market-wise since then. So I'll cover this. Bitcoin, Ether drop over 5% in massive sell-offs as market continues to digest Silvergate. Silvergate being a crypto-centric or crypto-oriented bank, which was running into some issues, mostly liquidity and confidence. Any bank in the U.S., even Chase, would have trouble covering their withdrawals if everybody decided they wanted their money at the same time. So the banking industry is rather fragile that way. But most people have confidence in the big banks, so they don't run and grab all their money all at once. So Silvergate is suffering from a little bit of confidence and liquidity issues. So Bitcoin was down to about 22,277. This is related to the crypto bank Silvergate, which also has stocks, and their stock price tumbled 58%. So that's pretty big drop for a stock, but it doesn't mean that the bank is going under, right? It just means their stock price is down, but that affects people's sentiment and people's confidence. So it could lead to some things worse unless things tend to stabilize. But that was sort of dragging down the crypto industry. Most of it happened when the trading for Asia opened on Friday morning, which was our, wee hours of the night, So we woke up on Friday to down Bitcoin. But according to this article, Bitcoin stabilized around 23.5, and we can check, but I'm pretty sure that's what we're looking at right now at least on crypto.com. I got 22. Actually, I have a US readout now. I've got a lock screen that gives me a price of Bitcoin that I think is more US centric. I'm not sure who sponsors it, if it's CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, but I can see on my lock screen that Bitcoin's at 22,447. But let's see if we can get crypto.com pulled up so we can take a look. See if that works. Yeah, there it goes. Oh, that's weird. I was thinking that my head was cut off, but I guess it's just that my hair's a little flat on the top, which is kind of weird. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Crypto.com, 22,411 is the current price of Bitcoin. Ethereum's at 15.62, which is a bit down from where it was a week or so ago. It was up just over 1,700. So Ethereum's still down a bit. XRP down at 36. We're going to talk a little bit about XRP and Brad Garlinghouse in the news. Cardano down at 33. It was up around 40. Avalanche at $15.91. I believe it had briefly broke $20 a week or so ago. And then Cosmos is at 12. And if I remember correctly, it was around 15 a week or so ago. So the market's still a little bit down, but has recovered slightly from its precipitous drop on Friday, right? It didn't really drop that much more during U.S. trading, by the way. So anyway, you can check out this article here. And then the next story is about Visa. There were some rumors that Visa was getting cold feet in relation to crypto companies and crypto adoption and just working with crypto companies for payment options. But it turns out that that's not true. At least according to Visa, they said that, let's see what we got here. U.S. payment giant denies a Reuters report that is looking to slow down partnerships with crypto companies. Reuters reported that Visa is slamming on the brakes on new partnerships. A Visa spokesman told CoinDesk that isn't the case. The recent failures do not change our crypto strategy and focus to serve as a bridge, helping connect both platforms and technologies emerging in the crypto ecosystem. That is where we've been investing and plan to continue to invest. They also mentioned this despite the challenges and uncertainty in the crypto ecosystem, mostly from the FTX collapse. Our view has not changed that fiat-backed digital currencies running on public blockchains have the potential to play an important role in payments ecosystem. Notice they're talking about fiat-backed digital currencies. They're talking about stable coins here. Now, this first statement is more of broad crypto engagement, but this particular statement is referring to stable coins, which they're more comfortable converting into fiat through their payment systems than they are, say, straight Bitcoin or straight Ethereum. It makes sense, right? They're legacy finance, and the closest thing to legacy finance in the crypto world are stablecoins, because they're supposedly backed by the full faith and credit of the United States government. No, they're backed by cash and assets generally, or supposedly. MasterCard also chimed in, still intends to work with partners to bring relevant payment solutions and programs to the market. Let's see, Goldman Sachs. Kenneth Wiedner sent me this story. Kenneth has been sending me stories over the week, a few days before the live stream, and I really appreciate it. It gives me a little bit of a head start on, getting my stories lined up for the live stream. So this is a story about Goldman Sachs. They are laying off people, but they are also open to hiring crypto people, right? A crypto hires. I guess that refers to people that specialize in crypto. I think in their job postings, they're asking for people with experience with crypto. So even though they are laying off some employees, the bank remains hugely positive on exploring blockchain applications, mostly on central bank digital currencies, right? They're Goldman, right? They're the mainstream. But, crypto nonetheless. Goldman Sachs Digital Assets Unit is reportedly open to bolstering its 70-strong team despite a massive cost-cutting exercise at the firm last month that will see 3,200 employees clear their desk. Said Matthew McDermott, head of digital assets, said the bank remains hugely supportive of exploring blockchain applications and that the digital asset division will hire as appropriate this year. Doesn't mean they're going to go barnstorming or anything, but as appropriate. At least it's not, hey, we decided to lay off the entire digital asset team. Hiring new people as appropriate is pretty good. So Goldman Sachs is still warm on crypto, even though we've had some problems over the last year or so, starting mostly with the Luna collapse and the FTX collapse. Those are the big ones, right? There were some other ones, aren't springing to mind at the moment. Some bankruptcies, Celsius, Three Arrows Capital, that kind of stuff. But the big ones were, the Luna collapse and the FTX collapse. Also, Jack Dorsey, who, has stepped down as the CEO of Twitter, is now focusing on Square, his company Square, which, owns Cash App, and Cash App supports Bitcoin. And he wants to add the liquidity from one of his firms into the Bitcoin Lightning Network to provide to, what's this? No, added liquidity, provide added liquidity to the Bitcoin Lightning Network. I tried playing around with the Bitcoin Lightning Network. I had one of those Bitcoin Lightning nodes, a little box that I bought, and set up. But it was a little tricky because of that liquidity issue, right? I had to put Bitcoin in there to provide liquidity for my nodes so that transactions could go in and out. And I guess I didn't have enough for some of the stuff. It was just really daunting as just an end user. So I think that a lot of businesses that are trying to support Bitcoin Lightning are having that same issue, that liquidity issue. So a company involved with TBD is the name of the company, a division of Block, formerly Square, led by Jack Dorsey, launched a venture named pronounced C equals, to improve the Bitcoin Lightning Network through tools and services. So it's another good adoption story. Jack Dorsey has a lot of clout, when his name is involved in something that supports Bitcoin Lightning Network. That's good news. Let's see. The crypto industry has already started moving outside the U.S., says Ripple CEO. So they interviewed Brad Garlinghouse of Ripple in relation to the SEC suit against them. And he accuses the SEC of playing offense and attacking the industry as a whole. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission's regulation through enforcement is not a healthy way to regulate an industry and may result in the U.S. being a less attractive location for crypto firms, suggests Ripple's CEO. And he's got a good point there. Now, I like this one little reference down here. Now, he's suggesting that the crypto industry has already started moving outside of the U.S., but he didn't name any specific companies that maybe he's talking about his own company, maybe forming subsidiaries outside U.S. jurisdiction, whatever. But this interesting analogy here. He said Garlinghouse recalled when he first got into the tech industry in the late 90s. Actually, I'm going to pop out my chat here. I'm not looking at it at the moment, and I want to make sure that you guys aren't screaming at me that my mic is muted or something like that. Dan is here answering questions. Thank you, Dan. Sorry about that. But the analogy here is that when he first got into the tech industry in the late 90s, there were proposals to ban the internet due to illicit activity, right? That people were talking about, hey, we should ban the internet. But the government refuted the idea and decided to create a framework. Well, the government saw they're rubbing their hands and going, ooh, we can get all this personal information of all the people in our country without even having to send out agents to follow them around. All their information will just fall into our lap, So yeah, that's beside the point. Emmanuel, thank you. Have not checked Mun Wallet. Did you ask me about that before? I hope not. We'll see. Let me check Mun Wallet when we're done here. So anyway, luckily they decided not to ban the internet, and now a whole new powerhouse of businesses are built on the internet. The benefits, he emphasized the benefits this early adoption brought on a geopolitical basis to have the Amazon and Googles based in the U.S., right? What if the U.S. had tried to ban the internet and all these powerful companies decided to set up shop in Europe or Australia or Japan or Singapore or whatever? What if Amazon was, based in Asia? The U.S. wouldn't be benefiting much. Of course, they aren't benefiting much as it is. As far as I know, Amazon doesn't pay any taxes. They have so many write-offs. But that's beside the point, right? But anyway, they employ people. They employ a lot of people in the U.S. We'll have to give them that, right? Amazon and Google. So that's what Brad Garlinghouse said. And then this other interesting story, one of the Fed officials, now it was the SEC, mentioned during some kind of interview or some open forum, right, that Binance US is operating unregistered securities exchange. The SE official says, right? Sounds bad, right? Ooh, the SEC said that Binance is operating an unregistered securities exchange. Well, it's not as bad as it sounds because it was just one guy that works for the SEC, and this is not the opinion of the Board of Governors, right? So speaking at a bankruptcy hearing to determine if Voyager should be sold to Binance US, SEC senior trial attorney William Upgrove said he was responding to Judge Michael Wiles of the Southern District Bankruptcy Court in New York, that the SEC had provided little guidance or specifics about its objection to the Voyager sale. Here's the statement. The staff believes, based solely on the facts and circumstances currently known to the staff, it's like we think, that the offering and sale of VGX tokens has the attributes of a securities transaction, he said. The staff also believes that Binance US is operating an unregistered securities exchange in the United States. The official noted that the SEC staff's views don't necessarily reflect the views of the 5 commissioners at the head of the agency. He did not say whether the SEC had any enforcement actions in the works tied to his declaration. The commission has not made any determinations on either of these issues, he said. The staff beliefs do not represent the view of the commission. All right. But a little foreboding, right? Binance US is operating unregistered securities exchange. And I wanted to point out, interestingly, remember we talked about Kraken, who made a deal with the SEC, giving them $30 million in fines and to stop offering digital assets. Staking rewards in the U.S. only. Well, Coinbase still does. I got an email from Coinbase. Hey, Rex, you're getting staking rewards because I have a few cryptos in my assets, right? Polygon, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. So they're auto staking those for me. So Coinbase is still offering staking rewards in the US. Coinbase is still operating one of the biggest cryptocurrency exchanges in the United States. Why is Binance all of a sudden an illegal securities operation? Actually, Binance said something. Here it is. Binance came out with a statement. Binance US. It is regrettable that an SEC staff member would make allegations that Binance US and platforms like ours are operating an unregistered exchange without specifying the assets listed on our exchange that the SEC considers to be securities, right? So a little pushback there, right? All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Emmanuel is asking me about the Mun wallet, which he may or may not have asked about before. I think he did. This is Bitcoin Lightning. Well, you asked me about it before, and I told you that I'm not a huge fan of the Bitcoin Lightning network. It looks like it's a phone-based app, which I have not loaded onto my phone yet. But I did use There was an app called Blue Wallet, which I had used a couple years back on my phone for Lightning Network, which seemed to work okay. Put some Bitcoin in there and was able to get it out again. I think that's the that's the first test of a good wallet, right? If you can get your crypto in and then get it back out again, it works, right? But there really wasn't a whole lot to do with it because the Bitcoin Lightning Network is kind of just getting going, right? There may be a lot more you can do with a Lightning Network wallet now than you could before, but haven't seen many restaurants or shops in my neighborhood that have little Bitcoin Lightning logos outside. But hopefully we will soon, right? All right, I'm going to look here a little bit. There were some people asking Dan questions early on. Dan's helping me out by running interference. Let's look over here. Let's get this out. There we go. I'm going to move my green screen. So there's nothing behind me. When I'm over here reading, I'm like not facing that other camera. So I have this secondary camera over here. Let's see. I have to go to each error and manually insert the cost basis and or the proceeds. That is correct. Yes. That's what, that's a very daunting task. For me, especially, I was in Cointracker, and one year I had like 700 mismatched transactions. Now, I don't know. I think there may be a way. I don't know, to be honest with you, if there's a way to just ignore those and still file your taxes. I'm kind of looking into that. But crypto taxes are complicated to do. Especially when you move your crypto in and out of wallets and you buy a lot of different coins and you do some staking and you do some stuff on some dexes and you get airdrops, all that stuff. There are guidelines that the IRS has, but it's tedious and time consuming and difficult to get all that kind of squared away. I mean, if all you do is trade on exchanges and you leave your crypto on the exchanges, tax-wise, you've got an easier time, right? Because you just download, you just set up the API for your Coinbase exchange or your Binance US exchange, and it all just gets automatically calculated for you. But when you're moving crypto in and out of wallets and you may have a missing wallet or a missing transaction, it plays havoc. So, but from what I understand, you can declare a cost basis of 0, which is conservative, right? It overestimates the taxes, right? So when you sell, the profit will be pretty high. So that's one way around it, from what I understand. But don't take my advice. I'm not a tax expert, right? I had an interview with Andrew Gordon from Gordon Tax Group, who does cryptocurrency tax returns, and he told me, it was very enlightening. So why don't I quickly just show you? I've done some content. I did the Tangem wallet, which I thought was cool. And I've done the One Key Touch wallet, which I thought was pretty cool. Didn't really have a chance to talk about those videos when we were experiencing issues last week. So you might want to check out those. I did a Phantom wallet. They have beta functionality with the Ethereum and Polygon network now, along with Solana. It was originally Solana-based wallet. Here's my interview with Andrew Gordon. And, he talks a lot about all the things you need to know when dealing with crypto. And one of the things that he brought up to me is that if you can, all of the information for most of the crypto that you do is on the public blockchain. So with a certain amount of effort, you can figure out where everything is or where everything went. So can the IRS, right? Because the IRS has, been advancing their tools for analyzing blockchains and other things like that. So if you can do it, they can do it, right? That's the main thing that he was stressing. So the information is out there. So it might be difficult for you, but you need to give it your best shot. And another thing that he mentioned is that the IRS does not expect you to be perfect. They expect it to be reasonable, but they don't expect it to be perfect, right? So, people make mistakes, and they do the best you can, but don't try to hide profits, right? That's the most important thing. And another thing about the IRS is they don't care if you lose crypto, right? They don't care if you have losses on trades. The only thing they care about are your profits on your sales. So you don't even have to include the losses. That's because they only benefit you. They don't benefit the IRS. So it's a great interview. You might want to check it out. Adam is a very knowledgeable lawyer, and we sat down for a little chat, which I recorded and posted. And Crypto Tax Girl and I are still trying to work things out so that we can have her on the live stream to answer some questions. Hopefully that'll be before the tax deadline this year. Scott, Web 3 is an illicit. Web 5 will be much better. It's all illicit. Scott's here. Thank you for being here, Scott. Paqua. Nexo is moving offshore. Okay. Let's see. Gordon Stanmore, to authorize full access to your ledger to download the tool, your PC, and install on your PC, then reconnect your ledger to the ledger node monitor on Ledger Live. Dan Sennett from, can we please make an inquiry? Is below correct? What are we talking about here? Binance is to send all this as an ERC20 token, so it should show up in the Ethereum wallet. All this is the network, and audio is the token. Okay, trying to get caught up here. Oh, is the below correct, or was I going to be hacked? Why does Gordon think he's going to be hacked? To authorize full access to your ledger, to download the tool, your PC, and install on your PC, then reconnect your ledger to the ledger node monitor on Ledger Live. I've never seen that message and don't know what the ledger node monitor is. Neither do I. Never heard that term before. You do want to be really careful when you're downloading and installing Ledger Live. You want to make sure that you're downloading and installing the true copy of Ledger Live. If they send you an email with a link, it's probably a phishing scam or something like that. So if you go to ledger.com and you spell it correctly, that is the official Ledger website. And over here in Apps and Services is Ledger Live. So you want to just make sure that you're downloading Ledger Live from the right place. I've never heard that term Ledger Node Monitor. Ledger Live is a software that you can download and install on your computer. And you do set up, you use it in conjunction with your Ledger device to create and manage Bitcoin wallets. Now, once you have created a wallet or what they call accounts in Ledger Live, you can disconnect the device and Ledger Live will continue to monitor the wallet for you. You don't have to have the device connected for Ledger Live to query the balance of the wallet and look at all of your past transactions or the give you the current value of those holdings, right? That's all public stuff, right? So I know a lot of people get confused about how Ledger and how Ledger wallets work, and then they get really paranoid about connecting their computer to the internet, and are people going to hack your wallet or steal your funds, No one can steal your funds from Ledger Live. The private keys for all of those wallets are offline. So the only way that someone can, quote unquote, hack your wallet is if you inadvertently do something. If you transfer crypto to a scammer, or you reveal your 24-word recovery phrase of your wallet, then the scammer will empty your wallet. So a lot of people get tricked into revealing their seed phrase, either on a website or in a tech chat. Someone contacts them and says they're from tech support through email or DM, and they convince them to enter their 24-word recovery phrase in order to get tech support, right? Or they download a faux Ledger Live from a scamming link, which looks a lot like Ledger Live, and downloads and installs and has the Ledger logo and everything else, and you think you're using Ledger Live, and then after a few screens, it tells you to enter your backup phrase. And then that's another way they can steal your backup phrase. So Ledger Live, the software, will never ask you to enter the recovery phrase for any reason. If you're doing a restore to your device, all of the words are entered into the device itself, right? You never type them in on your computer. Anyway, let's see. I thought it was a trap downloading something on my PC and connecting it to Ledger. JDO's here too. Great. Thanks for being here, JDO. I hope I didn't leave you hanging on an email. I think I responded to the emails that you've sent. He's a little frustrated about getting his crypto taxes done. Join the crowd. Thought it was a trap, downloading something on my PC and connecting it to Ledger. Do you mean your device, or do you mean the company Ledger? I get a little confused. Thank you very much, CryptoDad. Sure. Yeah, so this is Ledger Live. Let's go ahead and launch Ledger Live. I did want to talk a little bit about Ledger Live, and I haven't gone over this stuff in a while. It's basically the basics of Ledger Live, and a lot of people get confused. We talked about downloading it, right? You download it directly from ledger.com/Ledger Live. It's whatever your platform is. You can drop it in your downloads folder and run it. Also notice too that when you download the installer, it tells you the name of the file has the current version number on it, 2.54.0. So you know that that's the latest version. You can check your version by going into your Ledger Live after you've launched it, up here to the settings, and you can go over to About and see that you're running the latest version. All right. So if you're not running the latest version, it should be telling you when you're in Portfolio, there should be a bar at the top, like a orange bar. I think it used to be blue, depending on what version you're running. Some people are, haven't fired it up in a while, whatever, and might be haven't run it in 6 months or even a year, and then they're running kind of an older version of Ledger Live. So it'll pop up and tell you, hey, you need to update your Ledger Live up at the top. And you can do what's known as an inline update, which means that you click on it from within Ledger Live. Ledger Live downloads the official version for you, updated, and then it runs the installer. Or you click OK and it runs the installer for you. And then you've got the latest version of Ledger Live. Now you can always simply quit Ledger Live and just go run the installer from your computer to make sure you've got the Ledger latest version, right? It'll auto update for you. Just make sure you've quit your Ledger Live. And you can run this guy, right? I know every now and then people say, oh, it's not downloading, it's not updating, it's not installing. You can just go grab it from their website and run it, and it'll update whatever version you're running on your computer, right? Now, all of the stuff that's in Ledger Live can be recreated with the device, right? So you can wipe Ledger Live clean off your computer and start from scratch. You won't lose anything. There's nothing stored in Ledger Live. Ledger Live is simply a public interface to wallets that you started here, right? This can't give you your balance. A lot of people think that they should see their Bitcoin balance on the device. That's not how it works. It's just a key, right? The key on the device unlocks the wallets so that you have access to manage them, right? Just looking at them in Ledger Live is not necessarily managing them, right? We can launch Ledger Live, look at our portfolio, see how much it's worth, go into your accounts, go into each account, look at your NFTs, look at your history. All this stuff you can do without having the device attached. I get a lot of people that always say, my Ledger won't connect to Ledger Live. And I don't know what they mean by that, because it's just like a lot of terms there, right? You don't need to have the device connected to even look in Ledger Live. So I wonder what people mean by that. My device won't connect to Ledger Live. The only thing that, for me, what it means is when they click receive and they get this connect and unlock your device, it never resolves itself, even with the device connected, right? Actually, this is what's going to happen. I have my device connected, but it's not, the PIN isn't entered. So it told me, hey, you need to unlock your device. So maybe they're getting this. I don't know. But I get a lot of people, oh, my Ledger won't connect to Ledger Live, no matter what I do. So anyway, yeah, device troubleshooting issues. It's just another gadget that connects to your computer with a USB cable. So maybe you unplug your printer, unplug your mic, unplug your webcam, whatever. Try and troubleshoot your USB issues. Figure out why your computer is not recognizing your device. Sometimes the computer's messed up. Sometimes your OS is glitched up because you've got a 7-year-old computer and it's been running the OS for 7 years, and the hard drive has degraded over time, right? The software and hardware, software and operating systems degrade over time, right? They just, there's data being moved around, and things get gummed up and funky, just like a car needs to have its oil changed. So your computer might need, run it into the tech shop, Best Buy, have them optimize your computer, update your operating system, run updates on all your software, get your computer running in tip-top shape, and then try Ledger Live and connecting your device, right? Anyway, so that's Ledger Live. If you are not running the latest version, you should update it. You should go over here to the My Ledger section, double check everything, make sure that your firmware is up to date. I'm going to go ahead and enter my PIN now. Okay, so now that I've entered my PIN, it should recognize the device and then tell me, ask me to allow the Ledger Manager to interface with my device. So let's move this over here. Let's see what we got here. All right. Allow a secure connection with Ledger. Yes. All right. Actually, let's make this just a tad. Just a tad. Whoops. So I'm still, this is the kind of stuff that I had to redo, right? And then we can make this slightly bigger, right? So you can see it a little better, right? So there we go. I think I got it. All right, so when you go to the My Ledger section and connect your device and allow the Ledger Manager to interface, you can check your firmware. If your firmware says you're up to date, you're good to go. If it says you need a firmware update, then let it do it. It's not that big of a deal. Very rare now that running the firmware update is going to, destroy your device or whatever. It's very rare. But people still worry about that. But as long as you have your 24-word recovery phrase written down, stored in a safe place, you can always buy a replacement device and restore. In fact, it's a good idea to have another device just laying around in case of emergencies. You can have it in the box in case you need to break it out in an emergency, or you can go ahead and get it set up as a mirror device. Right? You can restore your secondary device using the 24-word recovery phrase of your original device and have two devices that are interchangeable with each other. Ledger sells something like that, right? If we go to packs, they have, whoops. Oh, okay. Yeah. They got the Ledger Family Pack. They got the Ledger S Plus Pack. And then they have the Ledger Backup Pack, right? Which is you go ahead and just buy two devices from the get-go. You set up one, and then you set up the other one as your backup. Creating a mirror image. And I did a video on that. Ledger, not this one. Backup Pack. Yeah. The Ledger Backup Pack, right? Step by step, walk you through the whole process, getting your device set up, and then setting up your secondary backup device. So for those of you who are into that, I would be, right? If, if you're a meticulous person, you like to cover all your bases, be meticulous with your crypto too. Get your backup done ahead of time so you don't get petrified when something happens with your device, right? Have all your backups backed up, right? Let's see. That's a really tough screen name for me to pronounce, but thank you so much for that tip. I appreciate it. Ashel1 Joe Dis. That's really cool. And then someone else dropped something on me. Oh, Hebrian or Joseph is here again. You have been found guilty as charged. Don't remember the last time I went out on a Saturday because of your show. Now I'm not able to go out at all because of midweek shows. Biggest fan, Joseph. Yeah, I mean, was struggling so much with that issue with the disconnect reconnect. Even though I've been in tech for many years, I was stumped. Turns out it was a clean install fixed it. But it seemed to be a network issue. It seemed to be intermittent. That's another thing that kind of pointed away from a software issue, was that it happened sometimes, but not all the time, which was really weird. And in that process of us having these issues, a couple of my Saturday streams failed miserably because of this disconnect reconnect. So I said, okay, look, we'll just try again on Sunday. I think the first time we did that, Sunday was okay, right? And then the next week it happened again on Saturday, and we tried again on Sunday, and Sunday failed, right? And then I tried again during the week, and troubleshooting, and was still having this issue. I had my ISP guy come out. He helped me. We figured out, he gave me some suggestions. It wasn't the internet. He left. I tried my laptop. My laptop worked. So then I was like, okay, now we're narrowing things down. But anyway, in that whole process, my Saturday nights kind of got whacked. But I assure you, Joseph, I will continue to do every Saturday night. But I will also perhaps start adding midweek daytime streams to the repertoire for, because I know I have a lot of subscribers. Not all of them are available on this Saturday night live stream slot, and they're different parts of the world. And sometimes I get people that don't usually have the opportunity to be in my live stream on Saturdays that come in during the week in the mornings and go, hey, I've never seen you live, and that kind of stuff. Any good software for reporting taxes on the BTC Lightning Network? Woo! That's a good question. Diamos. I don't know how much support the main crypto tax software firms have for Lightning, to be honest with you. All I can say is that the big ones out there are Cointracker, .io. That's the one that I've used myself for many years. I don't know what kind of support they have for Bitcoin Lightning, to be honest with you. I think you would just give them the address of the Bitcoin Lightning network. I think it has a Bitcoin address, and they could monitor, transactions in and out of the Lightning-based wallet, right? I think it's still a Bitcoin wallet. Has an address that can be, but I don't know what, specifically how well they support Lightning wallets, right? But it's my understanding that they're pretty much the same as any Bitcoin wallet, right? You just provide the receiving address, and all the blockchain data will be there for them to pull into your, calculations. We also have Koinly, based in Australia, I believe. Another good tax service that you can try. And then Coin Ledger. I believe they're a US-based company too. I think if you scroll down here to the bottom that they're, well, I don't know where it was. I could have sworn I saw something about them being based in the US somewhere. So those are the big three ones. I'm sure there are others that you could try. They're getting... That wasn't that issue. That was just OBS Studio just crashing. like like Skyrim or Fallout 4, just like crashed to desktop. Actually, it didn't just crash to desktop. It just froze. Whoops. Let's do this. Yeah, it just froze on me. That's all. But I'm back. I should be okay. Yeah, I noticed, I just looked over and I saw that my video was like frozen. And it does that occasionally when I'm live streaming. That's why I kind of keep an eye on what's going on over at the window. I just noticed that the video had like hung for, usually it'll hang for like a second or two, or maybe 3 or 4 seconds, and then fine. But I looked over and saw that it was just like not moving at all. So I just went into my task manager and force quit OBS and relaunched it. It's fine. Ouch. That's kind of scary. Okay, so I'm going to do some crypto transfers for you guys. We'll go ahead and use the Ledger-based wallet. Let's grab some Polygon over from my Coinbase account. So I have some Polygon Matic over here, and I want to move it into my own wallet. Now, there's a couple of ways that we can do this. I'm going to talk a little bit about Metamask here in a bit. Pardon me, and how you connect your hardware wallet to MetaMask, right? But we can monitor a Polygon address from Ledger Live, right? Ledger Live supports Polygon-based accounts. Here's Polygon main, right? And go in here and do a receive and get the address. just quickly. I know this wallet, right? I've had this Ethereum wallet for quite some time. Ethereum wallets do not change addresses. Neither do Polygon wallets because they're based on EVM, right? So this is my Polygon main wallet. Then if you look over here in my Ethereum main wallet, same device, right? And we do a receive. What's going on over there? Kitty, what are you doing? Don't bite that. Kitty's being weird. Okay, what happened there? Okay, I was playing around. Oh, I need to open the Polygon app. Anyway, it's fine. Sorry, I got distracted. But I just want you to see that the same address, this is the exact same address, right? So Polygon wallet uses the same address format. And if you're using it on the same device, you're going to have the exact same address. But they are different networks, right? So you have to be careful. Now, also, if we look down in Binance Smart Chain, I'm not sure if Binance Smart Chain 1 is this. Yeah, 1 is the other address, right? But let's look at Binance Smart Chain 2, right? If we do a receive on this one, exact same address, right? So Ledger supports these other secondary Ethereum chains, right? What we call EVM, or Ethereum Virtual Machine. So, but the point about these secondary chains is that their fees are cheaper and the transactions are generally faster. So to avoid Ethereum fees, we want to use these other chains like Polygon. That's why Polygon has been doing so well lately. In fact, this one, I should just call this one main, right? To make it easier for me to differentiate, right? Now I know they're all related to that same address, right? They share that address. So let's drop some Polygon into this wallet, right? Let's grab this receiving address. Let's go ahead and verify, right? Let's go ahead and turn this guy on. Right? It wants me to open the Polygon app first. Now that the Polygon app is open, I can do this retry here. And it should verify the address of the account with the device, right? This is maybe another time when people will say, Ledger doesn't recognize my device, right? Sometimes you'll get this. Well, let's go ahead and just finish this, right? There's the address. We can see it on the device. We can see it on our computer screen. We know that this is a match, right? This account is associated. See? I looked at it that time. This account is associated with this device. We know that because we've just done our hardware check, right? And then we can click approve. But when you click approve, it goes away. So I'm going to go ahead and copy the address into my clipboard before I click approve. All right. Now we can go over to our cryptocurrency exchange and transfer some Polygon into this wallet. We don't need to, once we've got the address and we've done our verification, we don't need the device connected anymore, right? Because all we're doing is moving crypto in. The device needs to be connected when we're moving crypto out, right? That's when the device comes into play during a transaction. Now, what we just did was just verify the address. We need the device attached for that. But now that we have the address, we can go over to Coinbase and make our transfer and disconnect the device and put it in a drawer, right? A lot of people wonder, oh, do I need to have the device attached when I'm transferring crypto? Will it not get there unless I have the device attached? You know, it's easy to think all this stuff, but no, you don't, right? That's not the way crypto wallets work. Now, we've got this Polygon. We want to get it. Oh, I froze for just a second again. I thought we were crashed. No. Let's do our send receive. We're going to do a send, right? We're going to send our Polygon somewhere. So we need to make sure we're using Polygon or Matic. Also, we want to make sure we're using the right network. Let's go ahead and send it all. We need the address. Paste in the address of our wallet. There it is. That's a very familiar address. We'll click continue. Now it wants to know, which network are you going to use? Are you going to use the Ethereum network? No, we're not, because the Ethereum network is fees are very high, and this Polygon would end up in my Ethereum wallet as an ERC20 token, right? Trying not to sneeze. Unsuccessfully. If we look down in this Ethereum wallet, you can see that at one point I did have some Matic ERC20 token in there. I don't want to use my Ethereum wallet to manage my Matic tokens because the fees are very high, right? It would cost me high withdrawal fees to get it off of Coinbase, and then once it was in my Ethereum wallet, it would be high fees to transfer it back out if I wanted to exchange it. Or liquidate it on an exchange, right? So we want to avoid using the Ethereum network for our Matic, right? That's why we're using the Polygon account, right? Ledger Live supports Polygon network, right? So let's go ahead and switch it over to Polygon. That way we'll have a very low withdrawal fee, and it's going to be stored in our Polygon-based wallet on the Polygon network. Right? Let's go ahead and send now. Notice that, it'll tell us in a second. Our fees are going to be very low, right? Because we're using Polygon. Okay. There's my two-factor authentication, and away it goes. Right? I guess I missed that screen where it was telling me the fees, but they were low. Off it goes. Right? I can view the transaction here, and they'll break it down for me. The network fee was 0.1 Matic. So let's take a look at that. Okay. So 0.1 is like 10 cents. Compared to the Ethereum withdrawal fee, which would have been more like $1 or $2 maybe, or more. Who knows? Right, so we want to avoid using Ethereum, the Ethereum network, when we can, right? Now, there is also a way, to send out Ethereum using Polygon network. But that's a little tricky because when we do that, our Ethereum that is being stored here will be converted into Polygon-based Ethereum. And that's a Polygon subtoken, right? It tracks the price of Ethereum, and the fees would be a little cheaper, but really most people need Ethereum in their Ethereum wallets because they want to use it on the Ethereum network, like to buy an NFT or to trade on Uniswap or SushiSwap. So you have to be careful. You don't want to try to save too much on withdrawal fees because then your Ethereum might end up in the wrong format. You don't want that, right? So in tonight's case, I'm going to take my Ethereum and I'm going to put it in my Ethereum wallet, right? So I'll show you that our fees are going to be rather high, right? Let's go over here to receive. Let's get this address we've been talking about all night long. I don't need to verify it. I know it's the correct address. I'll skip that. Let's go over here, paste in that address here. Now, when we get to this next screen, it's going to ask us, do you wish to do this on the Ethereum network, or do you want to use one of these side chains? Well, that's all well and good. You might save money on your withdrawal, but are you equipped to handle the side chains? Or are you going to transfer your Ethereum out on the Optimism chain because you checked and that seems to be the lowest fees, but you don't even have an Optimism wallet, right? And then it like effectively disappears because you don't know what optimism is. All you know is it came out to the lowest network fee, right? So you got to be careful when you're doing stuff like this. I'm going to go ahead and put it in my Ethereum wallet because it is Ethereum. I want to hold it as Ethereum and use it if I need it as Ethereum. So, but notice that the network fee is pretty small, actually. It's not bad. So, but Ethereum fees go up and down, right? This fee is like really low. Let's take a look here. Okay, about 78 cents, right? So a bit higher than the Polygon withdrawal we just made. But we'll go ahead and do it. All right, so we'll hit send now. We'll put in our Coinbase two-factor. I'm running out of time. Will I make it? Just barely. My Google code was about to expire. Okay, boom, off it goes. All right, so I took a little haircut on that one. Cost me about $1 to get it out of there. All right. Now let's look on the other end and see what's going on. Where are those assets, right? Let's go back to the Polygon. And did it come in? Yeah, there it is. We got the $81 worth of Polygon. So we have more Polygon in there than we did before. That's good. So it was fast, quick, and cheap, right? So that's a Polygon asset. And let's check our Ethereum wallet. Not here quite yet, right? We want to see a incoming. Yeah, not quite. Going to take a few more minutes, perhaps. Let's try one more time, see what happens. Okay, it's going to be a bit. Hello, Flurb. I'm doing good, thank you. How do you convert US dollar tether from ERC to another network? There are bridges out there that you can use to do those conversions. US tether from ERC to another network. Fee, thank you. You may have addressed this, but on my Nano X, do I send my XDC to my Ethereum wallet? We've talked about XDC. I don't think your XDC is going to show up in your Ethereum wallet on in Ledger Live, if that's what you're hoping. If you want to store your XDC on your Ledger, or using your Ledger to be more precise, and by the way, that Ethereum did just come in now, right? So it's not confirmed yet, but it's arrived in the wallet, right? If you want to manage XDC using your Ledger device, from what I've heard from people asking me and stuff, we do that in My Crypto. Come on, Rex. I don't believe that XDC is going to show up as an ERC20 token in your Ethereum wallet. It depends on how you send it from your exchange. Depends on where you've bought it, that kind of thing, right? But most exchanges like KuCoin, if you buy XDC on KuCoin and you want to withdraw your XDC, it's not going to give you the option of Ethereum, right? It's going to tell you it's on the XDC network, right? Well, hello, kitty. You going to sit down and be good? Huh? Okay. Oops. There is so much cat hair in front of my computer. Hi, kitty. I see you. I see you. Nah, not on the keyboard. Yeah, you like the keyboard, don't you? Okay. So if I go offline, suddenly it might be because this cat has pressed the wrong key. Isn't that right, kitty? You got something in your eye. All right, you got some kind of goop. All right, enough kitty. I see you, cat. Yeah, we see you. If you want to store XDC, and maybe you're withdrawing it from Uphold, I don't know. mycrypto.com will allow you to manage XDC. But it's a little bit complicated, right? But if you want to connect I don't know if I can do this now that I've done this before. Oh, here, add. Right. So if you say, oh, okay, I want to store my XDC using my crypto, you would connect your device, right? Make sure your device is connected. And then if you are going to store XDC, then you would switch this from Ethereum down to XDC. All right. There you go. Then it tells you to open the XDC app on your device. This. And Kitty is watching this intently. Right, you would go to the XDC app. I don't know what is it with XDC. Every week I get a question about XDC. You would think that that XTC would be like the greatest crypto in the world at this point. I don't understand why everybody is into XTC. What's the attraction? I haven't heard anything about XTC being the greatest crypto since sliced bread, but apparently it is. Everyone keeps asking me about it. All right, there's the XTC app we were in. We click connect to Ledger. We get an address. It's going to be empty. We show addresses. We call this XTC and watch. It's not going to stick, but whatever. All right. And I guess that I just did it, right? Okay. There, add that. And it always takes it back to it not being what I named it. It's kind of weird. Okay. All right. And so when you want to send some XTC into here, you got to grab this address. And you got to go to your cryptocurrency exchange and make your withdrawal. Yeah. And I don't know that this would work, right? I think you might have to do this little trick. Call it XTC, right? I don't know. I've heard that works. But I don't know, because I don't know what the attraction of XDC is. Everybody seems to be wanting to know about it. But anyway. She was nice enough to leave me a little tip. So what were we talking about just before that? Oh, okay. So I wanted to, I'm going to take this off here real quick. I wanted to cover the Polygon and Ethereum issue over in Metamask, because a lot of people use Metamask. All right, I'm going to go ahead and delete this account. Delete this account. Okay. So here I am in Metamask, and here I have my Ledger device in my hand. So how can I manage, let's go back to Ethereum. How can I manage my crypto that is stored in or by my Ledger device, right? Knowing full well that crypto is never in the device. It's on the blockchain. It's never in my computer or my phone or my hardware wallet. It's on the blockchain. Crypto lives on the blockchain, and we use our wallet tools to manage the crypto that we control by virtue of the fact that we control the private key, right? Just trying to be more precise here. So suppose we have some crypto that's being managed by a ledger device, and we want to manage it using Metamask. Right? Why would I want to do that? Well, you can't really trade on Uniswap using Ledger Live. There's a lot of things you can't do using Ledger Live that you can do using Metamask, right? So how can I access the crypto on Metamask? Well, gee, I know. Why don't I just install Metamask and import my 24-word recovery phrase from my Ledger device into Metamask? No, please don't do that. That is not the right way to access your assets that you have stored using your Ledger device. Once you initialize a Ledger wallet and you have that 24-word backup phrase and you have crypto stored in those wallets, you do not want to import that address into another wallet, like a software wallet. That's completely bypassing your hardware device. What you really want to do to access your hardware device is you want to connect it to MetaMask using the connect hardware command, right? So let's go ahead and turn the camera on. We need to be in the Ethereum app to do this. All of these side chains in MetaMask are controlled on your ledger using the Ethereum app. So I don't use the Polygon app. I don't use the Binance Smart Chain app. I don't use the Optimism app or any of these other, or the Avalanche app. I use the Ethereum app. Because it's on the Ethereum chain, MetaMask can access all of your chains using the Ethereum app on your device. I know it's weird. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's say, okay, let's connect our hardware wallet using Ledger, and we'll continue. We'll allow the connection in our browser. Mind you, we need to have the device attached, and we need to be in the Ethereum app before we start doing all this. If we start doing all this before we've got the device attached, we're going to get all kinds of messages and errors and don't see your device and all that kind of stuff. Right? Make sure the device is attached, the PIN is entered, and you're in the Ethereum app. Now you can connect to MetaMask. Notice that it's got two addresses that it sees the balance in already. We can tick these guys off and say unlock, and lo and behold, now we have access to our Ledger device balances, right? There's that same old friendly address we've been talking about all night long, the one that ends in 2445. Notice that the balances here are the same, right? For 2.597, 2.598. Let's just round it a little bit, right? Same exact wallet. We're just looking at it using our MetaMask, right? Now, MetaMask also supports these other chains, right? Notice I got all these chains here. Let's take this Polygon off, right? Let's take the Binance Smart Chain off, right? Suppose I want to manage my Polygon or Binance Smart Chain using MetaMask, and I've got my ledger connected. Well, I need to set up those networks in MetaMask. So we just click up here on the accounts, go down to settings, and then go over to networks, right? And then we don't have Polygon or Binance Smart Chain set up here. So let's go to add network. We click add network, and they already have them included for us. They make it really easy now. It's much easier than it used to be. You used to have to like put in the network settings manually. You don't have to do that anymore. We got Polygon, so we just click add. And then there's the network settings, auto-filled for us. We click approve, and we can switch on over to Polygon, And there's that Matic that we have over in our Matic wallet. Remember? Over here, this wallet, it's the exact same wallet. 1,268 Polygon tokens. 1,268 Polygon tokens. Same wallet, right? We can manage it using Metamask. And the cool thing about this is that we could, and I'm in the Ethereum app, remember that, right? I could go over to a DeFi site on the Polygon chain, like QuickSwap, and trade. It says wrong network. Whoops, what were we going to do? Switch to Polygon. Oh, switch to Polygon, okay. Is this going to work for me or not? Is it going to embarrass me? Let's see, maybe I can get disconnected here. Oh, let's go over here. Metamask is probably saying, hey, what's going on? Not connected. QuickSwap Exchange. Metamask is not connected. Why is it giving me such a hard time? Okay. Yeah, we're having a little trouble. So let's see if we can get it. Ugh, it just won't cooperate with me, will it? I would like to disconnect if I could. And I'm getting tired of holding this ledger device up. Hang on. Whew, my hand. All right, let me switch back over to Ethereum and see if it will be nice to me. Because apparently it thinks I should be on the Ethereum network. No, it still says wrong network. Okay. Okay. Oh, there. Now it says connect wallet. That's what I want. All right, so let's get back over here. Let's go to Polygon. Okay. Let's go back here. Let's say connect wallet. I don't know what happened. Oh, MetaMask is, Jeez. This is embarrassing. Come on, Rex. You can do this. Done it before. It's just not cooperating with me tonight, is it? Okay. It still says not connected. What is going on here? All right. Let me see if it'll connect to... Okay. Okay. Having some trouble. Okay. Okay. I don't know what to do here. It's really messing with me. Learn how to connect. Okay. Yeah, I know. Connect. Okay. Why is this just really messing with me? Still says wrong network. Switch to Polygon. Wow. Is there maybe if I clear the cache? Is there a way to do that? Oh, boy, this is really frustrating. I have done this before. I know it works. I don't know why it's not working for me right now. If I could just disconnect and reconnect, I would be a happy man. But it's not letting me do this. Okay. Wow. Okay. Let me turn.
Let's talk about how to create.
I was watching that earlier. Kind of a bizarre video, but it did help me. What I was looking for. Come on, QuickSwap. Why are you being so mean to me tonight? I don't get it. All right, let's try a different one. Jeez, Lord in heaven. Just being hard on me. Okay. Let's add the Binance Smart Chain. Let's go to networks or settings, networks, add network. Okay. And add Binance Smart Chain. Okay. Boom. Added. Switch to BNB chain. All right. We're on the BNB chain. Let's go to a DeFi site. Binance Smart Chain, PancakeSwap. Okay. All right, it's on the wrong wallet, which is fine. I want to switch it back to the other wallet, and why did it just disappear on me like that? Okay. Okay. Jeez. All right, so we want to switch to a different network. Come on, Rex, what the heck? What is going on here? Not connect. Still says it's not connect. Jeez, what is going on with this? Am I just don't know how to use crypto anymore? All right. Okay, disconnect. Whew, man. Okay. I still have a feeling it's not going to do what I want it to do. Yeah, it should offer me the green buttons over here that allow me to switch between these, but it's not. Okay, this is embarrassing. Okay. Let's go back over here. Anybody still with me? It only took a minute to transfer the US Tether on the Polygon network. Yeah. Oh, well, okay. That was the question about Polygon network. So, yeah, why don't we go over to Ledger Live and I can briefly address that. So, if you have US Tether in Coinbase, and you want to withdraw your Tether, you can withdraw your Tether on the Polygon network. It'll go into your Polygon wallet. So, but my assumption was that you already had US Tether in a wallet somewhere, or maybe not. If it was on an exchange, it's trivial. Just withdraw it using the proper network. All right. Once it's on an exchange, the exchange just treats it as any network you want to use. So if you buy it, and you might think of it as being in Ethereum format, but as far as the exchange is concerned, it's whatever format you decide you want to withdraw it as. As far as they're concerned, you own Tether. And if you want to withdraw it on the Ethereum network, great. If you want to withdraw it using your Polygon wallet, great. They'll convert it for you. I'm still flabbergasted why I can't get into these dexes. Just really freaking me out over here. I did have to reinstall my Metamask. I didn't have to, but I did. So it's like it doesn't see my Metamask wallet right anymore. It's just bizarre. Usually when you go here, right, and you get this, when you click on this not connected, it pops up all of your different wallets and you connect. Right now, I'm getting this bizarre pop-up that says current extension page. MetaMask is not connected to this site. To connect to a Web3 site, find and click the connect button, which I've done repeatedly, right? It says connect wallet, so I connect, right? There's MetaMask. Please confirm in MetaMask is what it's saying. Well, MetaMask is not popping up a confirmation window. I'm just like flabbergasted that this isn't working anymore. I don't get it. What's going on? Yeah. Well, I mean, it's Echo. Stop. Well, my intention was to only go till 7:30 tonight. I'm going to keep the live stream down to an hour and a half from now on. I think sometimes when people see a 2-hour long video, they might be less likely to watch it as opposed to just an hour and a half. So, yeah, the ledger, it was on an exchange. Is the ledger open and ready to go? Yes, Rex, on exchange. Okay, I'll learn more. It was not cooperating with anything but ERC. Thanks for addressing it. I still have much to learn. Yeah, you saw me withdraw the Polygon and switch networks. So let me just quickly, at least I can do that. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'll go ahead and swap this Bitcoin for Tether, right? BTC Tether. All right, there's BTC Tether. Let's, what are we doing? We're selling the Bitcoin. Yeah, we're selling it for Tether, all of it, for market, right? And it'll become Tether. All right, now if we go back to our assets, right, now we have Tether, right? Now, as far as Coinbase is concerned, this is any old Tether. It could be, oh, you know what? It won't let you do that with Tether. Not Coinbase, unfortunately. Yeah, they'll let you do it with US dollar coin, but not Tether, right? So if I want to send my Tether to my Ledger wallet, let's say we want to do this. They won't let me do that, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, see, they won't let me switch networks with Tether. It has to be US dollar coin. Now, Binance US will. Did you say you're on Coinbase or no? I'm not sure. If you decide you want to withdraw Tether from Binance US, I don't have any Tether to do this with, but I can at least show you that, see, there, that's the default, right? They won't let me withdraw that. It's too little. But down here on network, I can switch to, okay. They got them all, right? I can switch that to Polygon, right? And then I can paste in the address of my Polygon wallet, and it will send it, it will convert it to Polygon for me. That's how you do that from Binance US. Coinbase is US dollar coin centric, right? Because US dollar coin is kind of owned by Circle, which owns Coinbase, right? So US dollar coin is very flexible. You can withdraw US dollar coin on the Polygon network, but not Tether. Coinbase will only let you use Ethereum-based Tether, right? Maybe that's why they don't like Binance US, right? That's why the SEC thinks they're running a shady exchange, because they'll allow you to convert your Tether to any format you want. Who knows, right? Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I've been trying to do, Dan, all night. On MetaMask, select the box next to the account icon on the left. That's usually what happens. Oh, come on. Where's my mouse? Okay. All right, so when I do this, and I say I want to connect my wallet, and I choose MetaMask, usually MetaMask will... Ah, there it is, finally. Oh my gosh. Wow, why wasn't that happening before? That's what have been trying to do all night. Okay. But it's not giving me the accounts that I want. I want more. Ah, why is it doing that to me? Yeah. Aha, there's the button. That's the one I was looking for. Right there. That one. But why won't it let me access the other one? Let's go down here again. Let's try this again. Well, I'm going to get this done for becomes hell or high water. Okay, there. Now it allows me to connect that wallet. Oh my gosh. Why was that such a hassle? Let's go back to QuickSwap. Will QuickSwap let me do this? Apparently not. Let me switch to Polygon and see what happens. Over here. Let's go back to QuickSwap. Still not cooperating with me. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I think this is what whacked out my Metamask wallet. Huh? Yeah, see, here, let's do this thing here. There's that not connected again, right? And when I click that, I get this. What's that? I don't get it. What is that? Why does it keep doing that? It's not fair. Let's try it again. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Let's try it from here again. Right? And it's usually, remember I had that green dot and then I was able to switch it? I can't do it on the site for some bizarre reason. I don't know what's going on with that. It's just really weird. I am definitely on the Polygon network. Is it the wrong Polygon network? It's just bizarre. Okay. I'll have to play around with that. Oh, wait, something's happening. Oh, no, I want to use Metamask. There we go. I don't even know what I did. Okay, there. That's the one I want to use. Yes. Oh, my God. It's connected. Okay, yeah, I know all this. Okay. What is this? Damn, we were so close. Refresh the page. Oh, no, not this wallet. What are you doing to me? Oh, my gosh. Oh, it did work. Okay, I made it. Go away. Oh, my God. All right, swap. Oh, my God. What the heck, man? Just craziness. I don't know. Something wrong with the website. I know. I've used this site many times. I don't know what's going on with it tonight. It's freaking me out. No, things happen, I guess. I'll have to troubleshoot it and figure it out. I can't do it live. It's like when I'm live, it's like really hard for me to troubleshoot. After, like, sometimes it's like right after the live stream, it takes me 2 minutes to figure out what the problem was. But I can't do it live. Just don't have the mindset. Anyway, I'm gonna it's a shame Ledger Live doesn't have a way to view CNFTs on Cardano like it does with ETH and Polygon. I would hope that they'll add that sooner or later, right? Because I think you can do them in Eternal, right? Yeah. Ledger Live, I know everybody that has a Ledger wants to use Ledger Live to do everything. It just makes sense, right? But they don't support everything, right? That's why we use Metamask. That's why we use Adalite.io and Daedalus and all these third-party wallets for managing our assets with a Ledger device. Back in the day, Ledger didn't even have software. They just had a device that worked with third-party wallets. And then they decided to, let's create our own software. And for a while there, they were using Chrome apps, which were really rinky-dink. And then they came out with Ledger Live in 2018 and never looked back. And now everybody that goes out and buys a Ledger thinks that Ledger Live should support every crypto out there. And as well it should, right? You buy the device, you buy the software. Just like you buy a Mac, it comes with an OS, right? Kind of like a Ledger device comes with Ledger Live. So why can't Ledger Live support everything? Unfortunately, it doesn't. There's a lot of work involved in, getting all that software to work. Anyway, sorry guys about the quick swap thing. I was trying to do a quick demo and got hung up. I apologize for that. But the important lesson we take away from this is that There are multiple networks that you can deal with in Ledger Live and in Metamask, and you just have to be careful how you make your withdrawals from your exchanges. You want the appropriate network whenever you're withdrawing. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to cut it short tonight. I'm going to try to keep it down to an hour and a half going forward from now to free up everyone's early evening here in Michigan. Dan and I and JDO, who's also in the Midwest. Actually, I think he's an hour behind us. But anyway, I will probably do another live stream during the week, probably post some videos, and for sure we'll be back to Saturday next week for the live stream at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see everybody there. Oh, I haven't done this yet either. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you like to subscribe, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks